Hi, I'm Lennon. Most people say my parents were either Beatles fans or hippies. Probably both. I've spent the last 11 months planning what was supposed to be the perfect wedding to Marcus, my fiancé of 3 years. We met during grad school, both studying architecture, both dreaming of starting our own firm someday. Everything was falling into place. Lennon, you're going to love the centerpieces. I stayed up all night finishing them, my best friend Danny said, arranging flowers at the reception hall. Her curly hair was tied up in a messy bun, dark circles under her eyes. You didn't have to do that. I told you. What kind of maid of honor would I be if I didn't? She winked. Besides, I've never seen you this happy. I smiled. Where's Marcus? Rehearsal starts in 20. Haven't seen him. She frowned slightly. Want me to call him? No, he's probably with his brother. Jordan's always running late. My phone buzzed. My mother. Lennon, darling, we're here. Your father's parking the car. Great, Mom. Everything's almost ready. Have you seen Sophia? I asked about my sister. A pause. She said she needed to get something from upstairs. The bridal suite, I think. Something cold settled in my stomach. I'll go check on her. As I climbed the stairs to the bridal suite, I heard laughter. My sister's distinctive giggle, followed by a deeper voice. Marcus's voice. I pushed open the door. There stood Sophia, her slender frame draped in ivory lace. My custom wedding gown. The one I'd spent months designing. The one that wasn't supposed to be seen until tomorrow. She was holding Marcus's arm, gazing up at him. His hand was on her waist. What the hell is this? My voice didn't sound like mine. They jumped apart. Marcus's face drained of color. Sophia's eyes widened. Lennon, we were just... Marcus stuttered. Sophia stepped forward, still wearing my gown. It's not what it looks like. Really? Because it looks like my sister is wearing my wedding dress while getting cozy with my fiancé. I was just trying it on, Sophia said, her voice small. I wanted to see how what? How it would look when you married him instead? Marcus moved toward me. Babe, you're overreacting. She was curious about the dress, and I happened to come in while... Don't babe me. I held up my hand. How long has this been going on? Silence. How long? Sophia looked at the floor. Marcus cleared his throat. It's not like that. Then what is it like, Marcus? Explain it to me. My voice was terrifyingly calm. We've been talking, that's all, he said. Talking? I nodded slowly. And does talking usually involve my sister wearing my wedding dress the day before our wedding? Sophia finally spoke up. It was only a few times. After your engagement party, we just... connected. Connected. The word hung in the air. My sister and my fiancé connected behind my back. Lennon, please. Marcus reached for me. We can talk about this. Oh, we're definitely going to talk about this. I turned and walked out, my legs somehow carrying me despite the feeling that my world was imploding. Danny found me sitting on the steps outside, staring at nothing. There you are. Everyone's waiting to... She stopped, seeing my face. What happened? I looked up at her. You're never going to believe what I just walked in on. I'm going to kill them both, Danny declared after I told her everything, pacing the hotel lobby where we'd relocated. Actually, no. Death is too quick. I'm thinking public humiliation, followed by a lifetime of regret. Get in line, said Jordan, Marcus's brother, who had joined us after Danny called him. His normally jovial face was tight with anger. My brother has always been selfish, but this... He shook his head. I had no idea, Lennon. I swear. None of us did, my mother said, her hand gripping mine tightly. Her eyes were red-rimmed. I don't understand how Sophia could do this to you. The doors opened, and Marcus walked in. Alone. Lennon, he started, moving toward our group. Can we please talk privately? Jordan stepped in front of him. You've got a lot of nerve showing your face right now. This is between me and Lennon, Marcus said, trying to look around him. I stood up. No, it's not. It's between me, you, and my sister. Where is she, by the way? Still trying on my dresses? She's changing, he mumbled. Lennon, please. 5 minutes. Oh, you want 5 minutes now? After months of sneaking around with my sister? Danny's hand was on my shoulder. You don't owe him anything. Actually, I think I deserve to hear this. I nodded to Jordan to let Marcus approach. Start talking. Marcus swallowed hard. It wasn't planned. We never meant to hurt you. That's your explanation? The classic, we didn't mean to? It just happened. We fought it, but what? The attraction was too strong? You couldn't help yourselves? My voice rose. Was it worth it? Was destroying our relationship and my relationship with my sister worth it? Of course not. I still love you, Lennon. A bitter laugh escaped me. That's rich. It's true. I made a terrible mistake. We can work through this. The hotel doors opened again, and Sophia entered, back in her normal clothes, eyes downcast. Perfect timing, I said loudly. Why don't you join us, Sophia? Tell everyone how you and Marcus have been connecting behind my back. She approached cautiously. Lennon, I'm so sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen. You never meant to try on my wedding dress while flirting with my fiancé? That was an accident? The dress was... I was just curious. Today was stupid and impulsive. And all the other times? Were those stupid and impulsive too? Marcus interjected. There weren't that many other times. How many exactly? My mother asked, her voice ice cold. They looked at each other, silently communicating in a way that told me everything. That's what I thought, I said. Lennon? Sophia stepped closer, tears streaming down her face. I know you won't believe me, but I hate myself for this. I've always been jealous of you, your talent, your confidence, how everyone loves you. When Marcus and I started talking that night, stop. I held up my hand. I don't want to hear about your insecurities right now. You're my sister. He was my fiancé. There are lines you don't cross. I know that now, she whispered. Now? You needed this situation to understand that sleeping with your sister's fiancé is wrong? We didn't, Marcus began. Don't insult my intelligence, I snapped. I need to know one thing. Were you planning to go through with our wedding tomorrow? The hesitation in his eyes gave me my answer. Wow. I nodded slowly. You know what? I think I need to make some phone calls. We have 200 guests arriving tomorrow for a wedding that's not happening. As I turned to leave, Marcus grabbed my arm. Lennon, please. We can fix this. I looked down at his hand, then back up at his face. Let go of me. Now. The next morning, I sat in a coffee shop with Danny and Jordan, both of whom had spent the night helping me make calls and send messages to cancel the wedding. Your parents are handling the venue and vendors, Danny said, sliding a latte toward me. And the hotel's been surprisingly accommodating about the rooms. Probably because Mom threatened to sue them for emotional distress, I said with a hint of a smile. Jordan checked his phone. Marcus has called me 17 times. I haven't answered. What would you even say to him? Danny asked. Nothing printable, he muttered. The door chimed and we all looked up. It was Claire, Marcus's co-worker and friend. Lennon, she said, approaching our table hesitantly. I heard what happened. I'm so sorry. Thanks, I replied, not really in the mood for platitudes. She fidgeted with her purse strap. There's something you should know, Jordan frowned. If you're here to defend him, I'm not. She sat down uninvited. Actually, I'm here because I should have told you months ago and I felt terrible about it. My stomach tightened. Told me what? About Marcus and your sister? She couldn't meet my eyes. They've been seeing each other for almost a year. The coffee shop seemed suddenly airless. A year? It started at the company Christmas party. Sophia came as someone else's date, but she and Marcus disappeared for an hour. After that, I'd see them together at lunch sometimes. You knew all this time? Danny's voice rose indignantly. Claire nodded miserably. He told me they were just friends. But I knew better. Then last month I saw them at a restaurant in the city. They were definitely not acting like friends. Why are you telling me this now? I asked. Because he's lying to you about how serious it was, and because... She hesitated. Because what? Because I found out yesterday they've been looking at apartments together. Marcus asked our HR department about changing his relationship status for insurance purposes. 3 weeks ago. The silence at our table was deafening. They were planning to move in together? Jordan finally asked. Claire nodded. I think they were waiting until after I found out and the wedding was called off, I finished. He told people at work you were having cold feet, she added. That's when I decided I had to tell you. I stood up suddenly. I need to talk to them. Lennon, wait, Danny started. No, I've been sitting here feeling blindsided and humiliated. But this isn't just about a moment of weakness or a stupid mistake. This was calculated. They had a plan. I'm coming with you, Jordan said firmly. Me too, Danny added. Claire looked uncomfortable. I should go. But Lennon, I'm really sorry. For what it's worth, a lot of us at the office think what he did was awful. As we drove to my parents' house where Sophia was staying, I felt anger replacing shock. What are you going to say to them? Danny asked from the passenger seat. I'm not sure yet, I replied. But I'm done being the victim in their love story. My parents' house was quiet when we arrived. Mom opened the door, her expression grim. They're both here, she said, in the living room. You let him in? Jordan asked incredulously. I wanted them together when Lennon arrived, she replied. Easier to deal with both snakes at once. We walked into the living room. Marcus and Sophia sat on opposite ends of the sofa, looking uncomfortable. My father stood by the fireplace, arms crossed, silent fury in his stance. Lennon, Sophia started, rising. Can we please talk alone? No, I said firmly. I think we've had enough secrets. We were going to tell you after the wedding, Marcus said. A shocked laugh escaped me. After the wedding? Our wedding? He had the decency to look ashamed. I know what you meant. Claire told me everything. Their faces paled simultaneously. The apartment hunting? The insurance forms? The year-long affair? Ring any bells? It wasn't like that, Sophia pleaded. Then what was it like? Please enlighten me. Marcus stood up. We didn't plan for this to happen. We fell in love. While you were engaged to me, I stated flatly. Were you planning to go through with the wedding? Silence. Answer her, my father demanded. Marcus looked at the floor. No, I was going to tell you this week. This week? The wedding was tomorrow? I couldn't find the right time, he mumbled. The right time was before you asked my sister to move in with you. I shot back. Sophia started crying. Lennon, please. We never wanted to hurt you. Stop saying that. You did hurt me, deliberately and repeatedly. Every time you met behind my back, every lie you told, those were choices. What do you want from us? Marcus asked, a hint of frustration in his voice. We've apologized. We made a terrible mistake. A mistake is forgetting to pay a bill. What you did was a calculated betrayal. So what now? Sophia asked. You'll never speak to me again? We're family, Lennon. Family doesn't do what you did, my mother interjected. I took a deep breath. I'm not here to scream or cry anymore. I'm here to let you both know that I'm moving forward with my life, without either of you in it. Lennon, they both started. I've already called the firm, I continued. I'm taking that position in Chicago that I turned down for you, Marcus. I start next month. His face registered surprise. You're moving? Yes. And one more thing. I've spoken to our landlord, Marcus. Since both our names are on the lease and you've breached our relationship contract by cheating, I've explained the situation. He's letting me out of the lease without penalty. What does that mean for me? It means you have 30 days to find a new place to live. Maybe that apartment you were looking at with my sister is still available. You can't just... I already did. I turned to Sophia. As for you, I've told Mom and Dad everything. They can decide what kind of relationship they want with you going forward. My father spoke up. Sophia, we love you, but what you've done is inexcusable. You'll need to find somewhere else to stay for now. The color drained from her face. You're kicking me out? We're giving you space to reflect on your choices. my mother said coldly. I have nowhere to go. You should have thought of that before, Danny muttered. Marcus stepped forward. Lennon, I know you're hurt, but this is extreme. No, Marcus. Extreme would be making a public announcement to all our wedding guests about why it was canceled. Extreme would be telling everyone at your firm what kind of person you really are. I paused, though Claire tells me most of them already know. His face flushed with anger and embarrassment. I'm done here, I said, turning to leave. So that's it? Sophia called after me. You just walk away? After everything we've been through as sisters? I turned back. You walked away first, when you decided my fiancé was more important than our relationship. People make mistakes, Lennon. Marcus tried one last time. Someday you might want to forgive us. Maybe. But today is not that day. As we walked out, Danny squeezed my hand. I'm proud of you. Jordan nodded. Me too. And for what it's worth, my brother just lost the best thing that ever happened to him. No, I corrected him, feeling the weight lifting from my shoulders as we stepped into the sunlight. The best thing that ever happened to me was finding out who they really are before it was too late. I looked back at the house where I'd grown up, where my sister and ex-fiancé were now facing the consequences of their actions. Then I looked ahead at the road stretching before me. Chicago's supposed to be beautiful in the fall, I said. New beginnings, Danny smiled. I nodded. Exactly.